And looks like we are live. So thank you so much for being here. I'm Patricia Missakian, and we're going to start in just a few minutes. I came in a little earlier so I can test the page, make sure it's playing. And also looks like YouTube has like a 2-minute delay. I'm recording this live masterclass on YouTube. So as you're coming in, please comment below, say hi, let me know where are you watching from. And I know this is going to be an amazing 90 minutes. Once again, thank you for being here. For those of you that are here live, or for those of you that are here watching the replay, this is going to be a very sweet treat. I have an amazing 90 minutes prepared for you, and we're going to have fun while we release and let go of what is blocking you from connecting to your intuition at a deeper level. So just give me a moment. I'm going to, first of all, say hi, and I'm going to check it out down below for your comments. Make sure that you can see everything okay. So I see Ellen. Welcome, Ellen. Welcome, Nora and Cindy. And we have someone that's called guest. I think this chat wing, I think it doesn't give you your full name unless you are logged in on Facebook. So give me a second. This is going to make a little noise. I'm going to press play on the video. Yeah, it's working. So we're good to go. So I'm going to wait 2 more minutes. We're going to start right at the top of the hour. So let me know what you're most excited about on today's masterclass. What is your intention for this masterclass? Create the life you want with your intuition and the Akashic records. I'm very, very excited. Let's make sure to turn off my phone. That's a very good point. So while we don't start and while I wait for your comments. All right, perfect. All right, so now phone is shutting down. I cannot check the phone, and let me press this. So Chatwing can come in. I'm coming as my tech support because I'm on logged in on Chrome. So welcome, welcome. Let me know if you can hear and see okay. I'm going to get my sound up. And we're going to start in 1 minute. So make sure to refresh your browser. You're not going to hear me, but I see some of you are live already. So very cool. I'm going to do another test. All right. So if you are on YouTube, I can also see you. Okay, perfect. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm so honored to be here with you now. All right, so now one more thing. I'm going to refresh. Okay. All right, seems that we are good to go. And it's on top of the hour. So perfect. So it's going to be amazing. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm going to share a little bit of my story and also what you came here for. We're going to talk about creating the life you desire with your intuition and the Akashic records. And we're also going to do a very powerful Akashic clearing, which is a healing session where I connect with my healing guides and the records for the group, those of you that are here live and those of you that are watching the replay. If you follow me for a while, you already heard me saying there is no such a thing as time. It's an illusion. So when you hear the call to be on this session, no matter what year, what time it is, if you find this video, this is your time. There is something very important here in this masterclass that is going to support you at this moment in your life. So make sure to stay for the powerful healing session that we're going to do. The healing session should start in about 30-40 minutes. About that, we're going to talk a little bit more about creating an Akashic records and your intuition. And then we're going to start the healing session. Sounds good? So I'm going to check one last time. It's not playing. Oh, thank you so much. That is the link for the YouTube. So you can also go directly to the YouTube if you're here live. Absolutely. While you're at, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and sign up. Select the little bell so YouTube can notify you when we do our readings for the week, and also the classes that I also do live classes on YouTube once a week besides the reading for the week. So if you can select subscription and notified, you get to participate live with me every single time that you can. All right, so we are good. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take my video off and I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm just going to check one last time and ask you to let me know if you can see the slides. Just comment below. I'm going to start in just a second. Beautiful. So once again, welcome to Create the Life That You Desire with the Akashic Records and your intuition. I'm Patricia Missakian. I'm a soul purpose coach and founder of the Akashic Records Institute. And I receive a lot of inquiries from people that think that they are not intuitive and they wonder if they have no access to their Akashic records. Maybe you have had your own experiencing with accessing or trying to access your intuition through different modalities, and maybe even through the Akashic records in the past. But maybe you're still not really sure that you were there. So sit tight, knowing that there are no coincidences. Your soul brought you here, and I'm so happy and honored that you're ready for this. So today you're going to learn how to access your intuition with full confidence, say goodbye to doubt and disbelief. You're going to discover how working with the Akashic records make it super easy to receive guidance, and that everyone can access their Akashic records, by the way. You're also going to experience an Akashic clearing session where my guides and I are going to tune into you, guiding you to let go of blocks, to access your intuition at a much deeper level. I've always been fascinated with what I call the world within a world. For as long as I can remember, growing up, I had an incredible sensitivity, which for a long time, I thought it was a curse. But actually, today is my blessing, because it's through this sensitivity that I'm able to deliver these powerful Akashic clearings to help my students to let go of what is holding them back, to make empowered action towards creating a life in alignment with their soul purpose. If you don't know my story, when I was 24 years old, I decided it was time to leave all that I knew behind. I decided to journey to a different country and learn what I was made of. Once I felt the call to this journey, it took only 2 months to arrive in Seattle, Washington, with a suitcase full of dreams and $600 in my pocket. However, what I did not notice was that beside those dreams in my little suitcase, I also brought my victim mentality and the belief that everything happened to me. One day, I reached rock bottom. I found myself in an unfulfilling marriage, hating the job I had as a graphic designer, and with my big dreams nowhere in sight. That day, as I was driving to work, I had to stop on the side of the freeway because I was having a panic attack. Following that panic attack, I knew that something had to change, and I was ready. A couple of nights later, I had a dream where I saw a group of women dressed in white and saying, "We are taking care of it." It was a beautiful encounter, and connecting with them was like I came home. I had met them when I was 7 years old, and that dream made me remember that encounter. And after that dream, something deep inside of me is starting to change. I began my healing process, and I started receiving healing. And as I saw things changing within me, I got interested in learn. So at the time I took like different healing modalities, and I started naturally developing my intuition. And then I had my first encounter with the Akashic records. That was a little more than 17 years ago. When I accessed the Akashic records for the first time, I felt that safe and powerful energy I experienced at 7 years old, and then again in my dream. What I recognized was that I have worked with the Akashic records in many lifetimes, and I was finally stepping in my true mission to help others also to remember their connection to the Akashic records. And I realized how every single person and experience in my life was preparing me to do what I do today. Not only to transform lives with the Akashic Records work, but also to be an example for you. Because if I was able to come to a different country with $600 in my pocket, not nearly knowing the language, I had very little English, and most importantly, shifting the perspective of my sensitivity from being something that needed to be hidden to something that transformed the lives of thousands. Today, I believe the sensitivity is a blessing, because it's through this sensitivity that my intuition, your intuition, right, it's through the sensitivity that you connect to your full power and your purpose. And if I was able to come with $600 in my pocket, right, and now be on a place where I support my students to clear the blocks, the self-sabotage, so they can be free, right? So if I was able to move all that and go on and create the Akashic Records Institute, then anything is possible, especially for you. So I created this masterclass because I'm passionate about helping you developing and trusting your intuition too. The most common issue that I see when people are learning about the intuition and connecting to the intuition, they are concerned that they are just making it all up. They are not trusting what is coming to them. So through teaching the Akashic Records to hundreds of students, I have noticed after sharing a most amazing experience in deep detail, the student then would say, Did that really happen? Or did I just make it all up? So these happen because we all must filter the information that we received through our own paradigms and experiences. So the information does feel similar. And the information needs to come to you in a way that you will understand. So in the beginning, when you first start developing your intuition, it will come to you as thoughts of what you already know, or as thoughts or things that you have seen, or experiences or images or feelings that you have had before. So if you're starting to develop your intuition or starting to connect to the Akashic records, if you're expecting to receive earth-shattering new information, you will be disappointed. And you could doubt yourself. But as you work with your intuition, you're going to start to expanding your filters, and you're going to start allowing you to receive deeper information that will become available to you. But if you keep doubting, you're going to stay stuck in this narrow place. But as you continue practicing receiving information through your intuition, and this is one of the reasons that the students from the Akashic Records Institute can really get a lot of practice in the trainings at the Institute. You are training and practicing and connecting to intuition and giving sessions every single week for 6 months. So, in fact, this is actually where we began in the Akashic Records Certification Program. Develop your intuition and understanding how you receive messages. This is the key to becoming a confident Akashic Records consultant. Developing and trusting your intuition so that you can understand the message that you receive from the Akashic Records so that you can do something with them. Another major reason that many people think that they are not intuitive is not understanding that each person receives intuitive information in their own way, and not knowing how you receive information can be on the way. So people assume that you are going to receive guidance like someone else does. So if the main way that I receive information is through my feelings and images, so if I talk about that, you may think that that is the only way that you can receive information. However, there is many different ways that you can connect to intuition. There are 4 major ways that you can receive information from higher sources. They are called the clairs. And so now I'm going to talk a little bit about each clair, and you may start noticing which one is the one that most relate for you. So the first one that you have on the screen is the clairaudience, which is clear hearing. So when you know that you're clairaudient is if when you start developing intuition and connected to the Akashic records, you're going to hear your guides is speaking to you. So that will be your main clair. Now, this doesn't always mean that actual voices will come from outside of you, but you're going to hear the message. So sometimes as you start developing your clairaudience, or that's how your clairaudience is going to be for you, it comes as a voice inside your head that many times would look like your voice. Next, you could have the higher sense for clairvoyance, which is clear seeing. When you ask a question in your Akashic records, if you see images, for example, if you see the interior of your records vividly, if someone talks about something and you have very vivid images or something related to that, you're probably clairvoyant. Then there is the clarescentia, that's the one that I most experienced growing up. It's clear, it's like this clear that you feel everything so deeply in you. So if you notice that when you're gonna go see someone, if you start having weird thoughts, weird thoughts, meaning like if you start feeling some emotions that were not there before, what is happening that is you're already tuning into that person. So you have this higher sense, or like you relate to, you can feel other people's feelings. So this is a powerful clair, but it may feel like, for if you don't develop this clair, and if you don't learn how you can protect your space from other people's energy, thoughts, and emotions, you become this sponge that that is not balanced emotionally, because you're having all these thoughts and feelings that are not even yours. But once you learn how to develop and protect yourself and work with this clair in your sessions, it's a very powerful clair. All of them are powerful, but it's more important to not look at the neighbor, what the neighbor is doing, what all your colleagues are doing, and just focus on what is easier and stronger for you. And you develop the clair, and the other clairs will come along. And also the last clair, actually I changed the slides, that's supposed to be the clairsentient. So the next clair that I have not talked about is the claircognance, which is clear knowing. You have a knowing of the information. So most people there are claircogs. They, as they start learning, you notice that they are very mental. They think about every single aspect, and they think about the different situations. And they, most of the time, they're the ones that most doubt the information that come to them, because as they have the knowing, it feels like it's their own brain working and deducting things, right? So these, you need to learn how to separate that and how to trust this information that is coming through you, through your claircog. So these are the 4 top ways that you can receive information when you're developing intuition and when you're accessing the Akashic records. In a certification program, we actually start by helping you to discover what's your natural clair and how to enhance it, so you won't doubt your ability to receive information. Now, the most important thing, if there is nothing else that we take from this masterclass, this is so important. That is, you see in the screen, intuition is like a muscle. And the more you use it, the more you're going to strengthen it. This is so important, because practice is how you work this muscle. You begin by placing yourself into a position to access your intuition, your inner guidance, and that means you become focused in the present moment. And you develop and you continue back into being present and noticing, and being present and noticing. What you do is that you ask a question and let what comes come. So as the guidance begins to flow, it will feel like just your thoughts or your imagination. So recognize this as the door opening and just let it flow. And as you continue to listen or feel or see or know, you will become aware of the information shifting from you using your information to flowing freely. And with more practice, you will find that your intuition needs to use less and less of your memories and imagination to flow to you. And the information gets deeper and deeper. And you begin to have so much more details. With each session, you will trust the process and your path more and more. And as you look at the Akashic records, when you start working with the Akashic records, all this information is etheric and you cannot touch it. but you can tune you can tune into it through your intuition. And when you work with the Akashic records, you're helped by your Akashic records guides. I want you to think about the Akashic records guides as librarians. They guide you through the process, through your records, and help you find the information that you're looking for. And most importantly, they are going to help you to decode the information so it's understandable in your life right now. The guides from the Akashic records are there to help you to decode the wisdom found in the records so it's understandable. And you receive the information through your intuitive gifts. So in conclusion, you're not locked out of your records. For those of you that say, I cannot access the records, or I cannot develop my intuition, I cannot connect to intuition. If you just start the consistency to do your practice, you're going to start to see results. So in conclusion, you're not locked out of your records, but you do need to understand what the records are, how to access them, and how you perceive intuitive information and guidance as you strengthen your intuitive muscle. And as I said before, I'm passionate about this work of helping you to develop your intuition. Access your records and the records of your clients with confidence and great skill. Many people are walking around in circles. They are self-sabotaging themselves and stopping themselves from living their purpose because they are carrying all these emotions and beliefs, and most of the time don't even know why they behave this way. This is how a trained Akashic Records consultant can be the solution for many people to find their path again, to stop sabotaging themselves so they can finally uncover their purpose and take action to make it come true. Every sentient energy has an Akashic Records that is maintained in the Akasha. This means when you learned the skill of working with the Akashic records, you have access to the records of both you and your clients, their business, their home, their family, and even their pets when needed. Also, you have access to all the wisdom and knowledge of the universe within your records. Now, one important thing is you may heard people say, I'm channeling Michelangelo, for example, right? While that is, something that is only possible if you have some sort of connection to that possible energy, right? You cannot go into your Akashic records and tap into someone else's records or someone else's wisdom. You can, however, connect to your own wisdom where you develop those artistic skills. So in a minute, I'm going to facilitate an Akashic clearing session to help you to open or deepening your connection to your intuition. And then I'm going to share more about how working with the Akashic records can be the answer that you are seeking. Be sure to stay until the end because I have a very special gift for you that stay here until the end. So to begin the session, I'm going to open the Akashic records for this group and tune into you. I will then call on my healing guides to work with us. In this Akashic clearing session, you always receive what you're ready to receive, no matter what level you're working at. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Actually, before we go into the Akashic clearing, let me look at the time. We're in great timing. I wanted to come in and check in with you, just to make sure that everything is okay. You can hear me okay. So please comment. I'm having a sip of water. So comment below if you can if you can see everything okay here. If you're able to hear, actually also have a little sip of water. If you can, just quickly get some water so we can get started. Oh, wow, we have a beautiful group here, both on the YouTube and also. Okay, thank you, Amy. Okay, welcome everyone. Awesome, we're good. Yay, I'm so excited. Okay, stop being silly, Patricia. All right, so my intention for this healing session is to not only to help you to open up your intuitive channels. For those of you that are already connect to intuition but would like to develop at a deeper level, we're also going to, this session also going to support you. And also, I'm also setting the intention that this session is going to help you where you are, right? When I say create the life you want, I come from the perspective that anything is possible, right? This is the girl that came here without even speaking English, right? So, and literally, I literally had $600 in my pocket. So anything is possible, right? If I was able to create the impact that we create in the Akashic Records Institute, we teach classes not only of Akashic Records, but many different classes that I am also a money coach. And so I teach classes in both Portuguese and English. We are actually counting like almost 2,000 students in less than 4 years that we opened the Akashic Records Institute. So if this girl over here, without even speaking English, came here and was able to create this, connected to my desire, my passion to supporting others, to connect with their soul purpose and completely change their lives, to believe the possibility that is already around you, so can you. So my intention for you is that not only this session is going to empower you to connect to intuition at a deeper level, but also to open the pathway for you to align with your desires and start taking the next step towards your desires, right? You need to take one step, and once you take one step, the universe come and work together with you, right? But staying behind, instead just looking out of the glass and not taking action, it's not going to take you where you desire, right? So once again, let's get started. All right, so I am going to share with you the Akashic grid, the crystal grid, the sacred crystal code grid. I'm going to talk a little bit about this grid. So let me go back to the slides. All right, I'm going to check in with you. Please, again, let me know if you can see the slides and if everything's okay. Oh, I'm so happy to see so many of you. Oh, so beautiful. Oh, so cool. All right. So our healing session, we should be about 30 minutes. This would be like a 30-minute session. It's best that you're sitting down and you're not crossing anything. Don't cross your legs, don't cross your arms, don't cross your fingers. Just you need to be open so that energy flows through your body. I'm going to guide you how you can, run energy so it can support this clearing process, so you're no longer attached to whatever you're attaching to. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about this grid. Okay, as you see, this is a crystal grid. It's part of my Sacred Crystal Code Oracle decks that I created. And this crystal grid is inspired by the Antakarana, I don't know if I'm spelling right, Antakarana symbol, which has its own consciousness. This grid bridges and connects your physical brain and your higher self. So when you receive this Akashic clearing with this grid, it begins to work immediately within your aura and affects your upper chakras to bring that connection even more powerfully to you. So you're going to start your session by sitting down with your eyes open. We are going to close your eyes very soon, but we're going to start by having your eyes closed. Oh, sorry, open. You wanted to look at the grid on the screen and have your eyes open. And letting go of any agenda. Make sure you're 100% present. If you have your phone on, turn the phone off so you can be 100% here. So relaxing, sitting on a chair. Allow your eyes to move through the grid. And as your eyes move through the grid, you may find that it decides to stop at a particular crystal. Just connect to the crystal. Or maybe you feel called to have a more broadened vision and just have the whole grid covered by your eyes. So just be present in the next few seconds, receiving all the healing, transmission, and vibration from this grid right now to you. My intention for you is that from today on, at each practice you do, you'll be more and more connected to your higher self, to the life you desire, and to your intuition. Your intuition can be an ally in every single area of your life. For business, for relationships, for feeling content, and especially for feeling that you matter. Isn't that why all of us are here? So take a nice deep breath and close your eyes, still receiving the vibration from the grid throughout the whole session. But now with your eyes closed, I'm going to invite you to bring your attention to your first chakra, located about at the end of the tailbone for the man, and a little forward between the ovaries for the woman. Just by putting your intention there and commanding your first chakra to open, the intelligence of your body receives the command and does so. So now I'm going to imagine that out of this first chakra, I'm going to imagine a grounding cord coming out of the first chakra, passing through the chair, passing through all the crusts of the earth and hooking up to the very center of the earth. Grounding you to the center of the earth. We like to imagine the center of the earth as a ball of iron covered by fire, so that as you learn to run energy, as the energy moves through your body, whatever you no longer needs, old beliefs, emotions, feelings, it gets pushed down through your ground cord, and when it gets in touch with the fire in the center of the earth, it's going to poof, dematerialize and become reusable energy. During the session, do yourself a favor and let go of trying to understand with the mind what is not to be understood by the mind. So if you find yourself thinking too much, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? Do I have to do anything? No, just drop it. And imagine bringing that head energy into your heart. Just bring that thoughts into your heart And let your heart hug these thoughts and just be with it without allowing the thoughts to take you away from the session. See, we are not denying thoughts. We are loving them, but we are being just present to our breath. I'm going to be making direct command to your higher self to turn it bright red. Only the energy that is for your highest good to be shifted. You don't need to worry or transform anything red. You don't have to do anything. All you need to do is breathe and be present as an observer in your body. We're going to call your higher self to the top of your head and take a moment to say hello to your higher self and receive your old wise soul saying hello back to you. You may be feeling the vibration of your higher self or not. There is no need to feel, know, sense anything during this session. All you need to do is to be present as an observer. If I ask a question during the session and you think that nothing came to you, what you need to do is shift that thought into gratitude for the information that the intelligence of your body is receiving, even though your conscious mind may not be trained enough to understand what is receiving or to even, recognize and bring it to your awareness. But you're going to receive exactly what you need. And it may come to you during the session or not. It may come to you tomorrow when you're taking a shower or in your dreams or when you meet someone in the street and they say exactly what you need to hear. So do yourself a favor, be present, be an observer, avoid taking yourself out of the game. Beautiful. Now you're grounded and present and aware. Bring your attention to the bottom of your feet where you have your feet chakra. And also here you're going to also command the feet chakra to open up. In your body, your energy always receives to your command. You're going to invite the powerful earth energy to come through and connect with your feet, bringing energy, possibilities, the energy of creation and abundance, always available to you at your feet. So now we're going to invite 15%. It's so powerful that all you need is 15%. So inviting 15% of this powerful earth energy to come up through the side channels of your legs, all the way into your first chakra, pulling away from your first chakra anything regarding your three-dimensional reality, your situation, your relationships that you're ready to release, and going down through your ground cord, clearing away, bringing to the ground cord anything that you need to be released. Best way to develop your intuition is consistently running energy, which is what we're doing now. So we're going to leave the earth energy moving through your legs, and we're going to bring your attention to the top of your head for your crown chakra, and you're going to open your crown chakra. Beautiful. And you're going to call forth the powerful wisdom of the universe to come through and connect with your crown. Beautiful. So now we're going to invite 85% of this powerful universal light to come through your crown chakra, down through the center of your spine, all the way into your first chakra. And you're going to allow the universal energy to mix with the earth energy. And now this mixture that is 100% energy is going to start also going up through the center of your spine, showering out through your crown, through the aura and beyond. Part of this energy is going to bifurcate on your shoulders, down your arms and out through your hands. And part of this energy in the first chakra, I'm going to go down through the center channels of your legs, out through your feet. And you're running 100% energy. Now we're going to ask your higher self to continue running energy for you. You don't have to be worried about, am I doing it right? Am I doing or not doing? It doesn't matter, because your higher self is taking care of it. Bring yourself to the present and breathe. Beautiful. Very nice. So now I'm going to call healing guides to come to me and connect to you wherever you are in the world. In any time that you connect to listen to this session, my healing guides will come to you, no matter if you're live or listening to the replay. So the healing guides are now connecting with your Akashic records, the records of the group, and also connecting with your higher self, not your singular records, but the collective records for the group, where all of us have a core energy, and that's why we got called to be in this powerful session together. So now the healing guides are just starting to move their hands through your aura as your higher self points to the healing guides what is that you're here to shift, what is blocking you in your aura to connect to intuition. So as I feel and see the beliefs and the thoughts that are coming up, higher self is going to point the healing guides and they're going to clear for you. Let go or say, this is mine, this is not mine, because at some level, if I see it, you got it. So first, we're going to ask your higher self to turn it bright red. Any beliefs or mindsets or fears of others judging you, especially in regards to your work or to regards to developing intuition, coming out of your spiritual closet, whatever that is for you. So we're going to ask your higher self to turn it bright red. Any conscious or unconscious fear of being judged from your aura, from your space, and from your body. And the healing guides are coming in and clearing any fear of judgment. So in developing intuition, there is a level of fear of judgment that holds you back. Maybe even is your own judgment about certain people that work with their intuition, however that looks like, and a fear of being labeled as that category. And this is a self-judgment that only exists because there is something within you that wants to be healed. And I'm being shown a past life where, and that past life, could be your past life, could be something that someone in your lineage, in your family experienced. But I see someone that was an intuitive and felt on the skin the judgment. So it doesn't mean that that was your particular memory, but as I share this memory, it's going to touch the deeper parts of your soul that feels ashamed of this feeling and judgment. regarding being an intuitive, even if you do not know you are yet. So your higher self is bringing the actual memory for you. It could be what I'm describing, it could be a little different. But what it's been shown to me, it's a past life where it was a very, very, very hard life and you struggled to support yourself, yet you had this beautiful gift of connection, of hearing your spiritual guides, of working with, I specifically see working with cards. So there is all these symbols that came to you and they brought you awareness and they brought answers for yourself and for others that seek your advice. So while there were people that deeply honored and looked up to you, there were also those people that despised you, that look at you as you are nothing. And today, what is being shown to me is this unconscious fear of being judged, unconscious fear of being looked down. And it may be that in your past, you somehow experienced this, maybe in your growing up, maybe it was a struggle situation, maybe somehow you connected to that energy. So no matter what you create this life, no matter how much money you make, part of you still sees yourself as that person on the bottom of the food chain. So the healing guides, and that feels like deep within your heart. So the healing guides are going to ask your higher self to turn a bright red, all that emotion, all the agreements and feelings created from that lifetime, all the shame, and even the shame from these lifetimes, however that showed up for you. And we are going to give a space for that energy to be expressed. Here we don't just pull things out and heal things for you, because you can't just ignore something this deep. But the way to start shifting this energy, it's actually giving attention to it. The same way that I mentioned in the beginning, bring your thoughts and love your thoughts and just notice them. So when you have a deep wound like that in your body, this is part of you that never got a chance to speak up, never got a chance to say what it really wants to say. And that is why your ego has been protecting you and creating situations that you self-sabotage yourself, both in developing intuition to the level you wanted to, and in creating the life you desire. So as the healing guides are calibrating your heart and sending healing light for your heart, I'm going to be silent and we're going to give you space for your heart to process this energy, to allow all the emotions that have been shoved down here for all these centuries. Trusting that where you are today and where you're going, you no longer need that. You no longer need to be worried about what people are going to do or say about you. Because no matter where you are, no matter who you are, no matter what we do, there will always be someone that judges. But as you shift your focus to those who really honor and look up to you, more are those you attract. Especially today in the era of internet. All you need to do is be yourself. Being 100% yourself. And more, it's easier for the people that are looking for you, find you. So in the same way that you're healing them with your presence, no matter if you're a healer or not a healer, with your presence, with being authentic, sharing your story, more and more they heal you. And that's a beautiful cycle that is going to support you in expanding and getting more and more confident. As you show up for them, they show up for you. So giving a little more space, I'll be silent so your heart can express everything that wants to express here. Beautiful. It's interesting. I'm seeing like fear shifting into courage, shifting into holding on to the dream and taking action towards the dream. Beautiful. We're bringing the heart to the present time, and you're going to fill it up, your heart with golden light. Thanking your heart for sharing everything that was holding on to. Beautiful. So now the healing guides are going to go into your ears. We're going to ask your higher self to turn it bright red. Any blockages within your ear? Blockages to hear information at the level that you're here to hear. Clearing any fear of what would look like that connection when you start connecting to your intuition. And guides are going to calibrate your ears, bringing alignment with the clairaudience, if that is your main gift. Ask your higher self to turn a bright red any self-sabotage, consciously or unconscious, that blocks you from hearing your intuition at a deeper level. Healing guides are clearing it up. Bringing golden light. And now we're moving to your third eye. I'm going to ask your higher self to turn it bright red. Any resistance to your clairvoyant gift, if that's your main gift. Ask your higher self to turn it bright red. Any doubt in your third eye that you're ready to release. Bring it to the present time. We're moving to your crown chakra. We're going to clear, for all of you that are claircognant, going to clear overthinking from the center of your head and any filters to knowing information from your crown chakra. And guys are clearing it up. Bring it to the present time. Now open up for you that is clairsentient. We're going to ask your higher self to turn it bright red. Any blockages to feeling information while you protect your space, so that it can be more clear for you what's yours and what is not yours. Beautiful. So now we're going to ask your higher self, what is the next step in my life? So we're going to ask this question. I'm going to be silent so that the intelligence of your body can receive the answer. And remember, the answer will find its way to you if you don't consciously receive it in this session. You are receiving. If you're not aware of it, trust that it's finding its way to you. So now we're going to ask, what is the next step for me? And I will be silent for you. So ask the question to your higher self. Beautiful. We're going to thank your higher self and know with the knowing that the answer is going to find its way to you in the right time, space, and sequence, connected to what is the highest good for you. Beautiful. We're going to ask your higher self to turn it bright red. Anybody else's energy in your space, and the healing guides are clearing your aura from other people's worries, thoughts, beliefs, or agenda. So you can be fully present and 100% connected to what you want to create. Now I want you to imagine a crystal ball floating on the top of your head, and imagine that your full name is written in this crystal ball. And the healing guides are opening the top of the crystal ball and calling back all parts of yourself back to yourself. Anytime you think about someone, you go to places, part of your energy disperses and go there. So the more you bring it back, your energy, the more powerful you are in everything that you do. Beautiful. So now the healing guides are filling it up with golden light, filling it up with courage, and now bringing that crystal ball falling down, filling it up, your body and soul, with this beautiful, powerful golden light. So now we're going to give the command to your body to stop running energy. And then you're going to lean forward and touch the floor with hands and feet so that any excess energy can go back to Mother Earth. Thank you for being here and receiving this powerful session. Thanking your higher self for co-creating with us. And I'm going to thank our healing guides for supporting your healing process today. Namaste. Beautiful. So I would love to hear what came up for you. So I'm going to ask you to comment below what came up for you or any question you may have. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to share, because I promised for some of you to share more with how you can easily work with this amazing field of the Akashic records and join coaches, healers, designers, feng shui practitioners, and other professionals who have added a new revenue stream to their business while helping their clients to achieve a greater level of clarity, purpose, and healing more than ever before. By being trained to the Akashic Record Certification Program, they have taken their personal lives and their business to new heights. I even have many students that were not interested in becoming practitioners, but saw their lives being transformed in these 6 months together. So I created the Akashic Records Institute to support you in developing intuition, accessing the Akashic Records, and creating a unique business for yourself where you're able to transform and have a positive impact in your clients' lives and business, and also on yourself and people around you. So the enrollment to the 2018 Akashic Records Certification Program is now open and begin in just a few days. Learning to access the records and use the knowledge and wisdom will support you in sharing your gifts with the world. However, this program is not only about learning to access the Akashic Records. You can learn how to do that in one day. Rather, this is a profound, transformational 6-month program where you learn to trust the intuitive message that you're receiving and can feel confident in your sessions, which increases your self-worth and your ability to authentically share your gifts while creating a successful business if you choose to. This program will completely change your life like it did for so many others before you. Another aspect of this certification program is the specific way that you are trained on. The advantage of this technique is that it's very grounding. And this is important because when you're deeply connected to the divine and developing your 8th chakra to read and decode your Akashic records, you wanted to stay very connected with the earth. Meaning, you wanted to be creating abundance for yourself, not like many people I see that cannot create that because what they learned did not help them to ground. So you're going to learn, practice, and experience how to become a very grounded channel where you are deeply in tune intuitively while at the same time being physically connected at all times. Through this comprehensive program, you will become skilled at tapping into your own genius in your own Akashic records that reconnect to all your soul gifts acquired lifetime through lifetime, and enabling you to powerfully serve your clients in ways that you may have never thought possible before. So have you ever thought to yourself, there is something more in life? Or maybe you thought, I meant to bring something even more powerful to the work I do with my clients. While this can be a very uncomfortable thought, it is your soul pushing you to dive deep inside and really dig in to fully explore your gifts and power to bring forth your mission that will allow others to transform. The Akashic Records Institute certification program can do just that for you. For example, even though we receive many clients from many walks of life, we receive in this training quite a few coaches and healers. So as a coach, you're often limited by what people tell you because you don't have access to what they don't tell you. You don't have access to their past, to the memories they have buried that are stopping them from achieving in their lives. But when you read your clients' Akashic records through the technique that we teach here in the Institute, you now have access to a much deeper level of memories that is keeping your clients stuck in patterns and preventing them from moving forward so that you can have the real impact that you're here to give to their lives. Also, for those that are healers, as a healer, you only have access to what their body is telling you, but you don't have access to the real root cause that is stored at the DNA level, their cellular memories. When you learn to access your client's Akashic records, you're able to tap the source cause of their present problem. You also know how to free your client from this root cause. Through this program, you'll be able to develop total confidence in using the Akashic records to gain a deep understanding of your clients, which will help you to take your business to a much more fulfilling and soulful level. And best of all, you have the time to gain these skills while in the program. Plus, it's also designed for you to recoup your investment in the program as a practitioner in training as you build your skills with confidence. Meaning you don't have to wait 6 months to start charging for your sessions as a practitioner in training. So here's what some of the students that have graduated for this program have to say. Ross shared that when she combined the Akashic Records work to her coaching practice, her clients saw such significant shifts that they are thrilled to sign up for even more sessions they have originally planned. And she loves how these make her work so transformational. Katrina shared that this training had changed her life in so many levels. She wanted to work in this area for a long time, but didn't have the courage or the confidence. And the training has taken her to a whole new level. She started a new business, have made some great friends, and it feels more confident and happy. This is something that is in the program. You become so close to your colleagues, and you receive sessions at every single week, and you're practicing sessions at every single week. Alessandra said I said in Portuguese, she heard the call, she shared that she heard the call to work with the records, having no idea of what they were about. It has transformed her life from beginning to end. And the results she experienced by including the Akashic records in her coaching sessions were more than 100 clients joining her signature program in less than 4 months. Her income during these 4 months equaled the total of the previous 12 months. Sophia shared that this program gave the confidence to reading the records for her own business. And because of that, she created what she calls Sacred Writing Challenge and launched it to 60 people to participate with her. She repeated the exact program that she downloaded, and 3 times with increased success. Her business course, meaning the Akashic Records Practitioner business course, helped her to become confident reading business records for others and is a huge draw for her clients in her business. As you see, students for this program not only achieved a solid connection to the Akashic Records, but they also created business where they serve their clients on a much deeper level. And they're creating even more income. While they're training in this certification program, you're going to learn how to actually use what you learn in your life and your business. Plus, you receive a framework that allows you to recoup the money invested in the program before the program even ends, regardless of where you are in your business in this moment. Because this system, if you follow, it works. So during this 6-month certification program, you're going to develop your skills through live group mentoring sessions with me. Plus, you're going to give and receive practice sessions with your classmates. And that's going to help you to get comfortable with giving very powerful Akashic Records consultations. Practice is how you learn to trust your intuition and have more confidence in your sessions, and is built right into the program. Suzanne shared that before she even completed the practitioner level, she already have done a dozen of paid Akashic Record sessions. The payment for these first-time sessions have given her a full return on her investment. And this doesn't count the future sessions she already have booked. Most importantly, she knows her healing work with her clients have moved to a much deeper level. So the Akashic Records certification program is divided in 4 parts. Part 1, establishing an intimate connection with your own Akashic Records. So the first step to being a confident Akashic Records practitioner is to develop a deep connection with your own Akashic Records, a working relationship with your Akashic guides, and trust in your ability to understand the wisdom found in the Akashic Records. When you learn to decode and trust the messages from the records as you access and work in your own, you will feel secure and confident, and that will be able to provide deep transformational work for your clients. Training you how to work at this level in the records is one of the hallmarks of the Akashic Records Institute. You're going to discover your natural intuitive gifts and how to develop it further. You're also going to experience receiving and decoding message from the records. This process also strengthens your connection with your higher self. Part 2. In this part, you're going to learn how to give readings to other people, reading others' Akashic Records, unlocking self-sabotaging behaviors in your clients' lives so they can reclaim their power and make better choices, enabling them to flourish in all areas of their lives. Although similar to accessing and working in your own Akashic Records, working with a client adds their energy to the process. And you learn how to avoid mixing your energies, eliminating the concern that you are simply sharing your own thoughts rather than what the Akashic wisdom is sharing for them. This form of self-sabotage can sabotage your efforts, but you avoid this from the very beginning because you know how to energetically prepare yourself and your environment so that you can do this deep clearing work without depleting your energy. It is very, very healing to read one's Akashic records, not only from them, but also for yourself. You will then be introduced to specific techniques to use in various situations. You will practice and be able and confident to use timelines, access past life wisdom, integrating gift retrievals. Your support for your clients will include various tools and techniques provided to you in the program. By the midpoint of the course, you'll be taking paying clients as a practitioner in training, and you will be growing your Akashic Records practice. Another exclusive to this Akashic Records Institute course is business training. First, you learn how to access your business Akashic Records so you always be able to know your next best step. Business success training covers how to set up your pricing and offer your new services, integrating Akashic Records into your current business, plus marketing your Akashic Records offerings and attracting clients. You then learn to access Akashic Records of your clients' businesses. This is a powerful session that is a natural follow-up to the prosperity transformation. The prosperity transformation comes on part 4. This portion of the program is very unique. We are training you to offer programs versus single sessions. This will encourage client retention and it adds an additional income stream for your business. You learn how to help your client understand what is keeping them for having the income they desire and what to do to attract more money in their lives. You'll be trained to give your clients money, the attention it must have in order to grow. And as you practice these with your clients, your relationship with money will also be transformed as well. In this model, we're going to cover for you creating new beliefs to invite money into your life, create more prosperity for yourself and your clients, welcoming a healthy income stream to your life, and attract more paying clients in your business. Now, if money conversations and you're not interested in supporting people to make more money, this program, when you come to the level 4, to this piece of the program, you can adapt what you learn, the package, the transformation package, and move into helping clients with different things like relationship. You can adapt the sessions for helping clients to break through relationships or through self-worth, for whatever it is that is going to be the focus of your business. What is the one thing that you are so, like your big why, right? So you're going to connect with your big why, your soul purpose, and your life purpose, so you can be in alignment with that. This is not about you being one more person offering Akashic Records sessions. This is about you creating a business completely aligned with your soul purpose and transforming people's lives. You cannot learn this in a weekend Akashic Records session or class. So this is a testimonial from Lorraine. She shared that this program completely changed her life because before this, she truly did not know she was this powerful. She did not know that she was capable of holding space in this way for other people in order to help them release their energetic blocks. The incredible confidence she gained in connecting more deeply with her intuition and trusted at a deeper level she was unable to the past is priceless. Lorraine was a dear student of mine that, remember, I shared the claircognance, right? So Lorraine was very claircognant in the beginning. And And she's an example of how powerful it is when you work with that gift and show up, do your practice, and you see that showing up in the transformation in her clients. There is also a testimonial for Jenny. She had this beautiful testimonial where she said she learned so many courses. She took so many courses in so many different things: EFT, magic, mentorship, intuitive development, another Akashic Records class with someone else. So she did all these classes. And I love this part. She was like, I've been working towards and waiting for that knowingness. And she's finally achieved in this class. Something opened up for her when she did the second model of the practitioner and the forgiveness work. So powerful. So she goes on and thanking for the transformation. Then here on the right, all the other students that were in that class were agreeing with her. It was so beautiful, such a beautiful gift. So here are the bonus that you receive when you join the Akashic Records certification program, and it's 222, powerful time here in Los Angeles. The bonus number 1 is the Money Feng Shui course, valued at $97. In this 7-day course, you're going to learn how to clear out money clutter so then you can open space for abundance to come into your life. This is an exclusive program only offered to my private clients, but I thought it's so powerful that I want you to have it. Then you're going to have access to a business training library. I invited some of my coaches and colleagues who are experts in many different areas of business building and marketing. So there will be tons of business building trainings included as a bonus to support you in growing your business. You also get access to the Vault of Laser Akashic Record sessions. This is sessions where I read for my students' records, so you can see how I handled different aspects of a reading with the students' permission, of course. We also receive, in the 6 months, you receive access to 2 months of Soul Purpose Guide Your Path, which is the first part of the program. So together, Soul Purpose and Practitioner, we're going to be together for 6 months. You also receive 6 months access to our Akashic Clearing, our membership, weekly Akashic Clearing sessions that is going to help you to clear self-sabotage and the things that most of the time stop you on your tracks. So we're going to, besides getting together in a live mentoring calls, you're also going to get together with me another day of the week where you're going to receive clearing so we can support you to keep moving forward. So the investment for this certification program, if you pay in full, is $1,997, $1,997, or you can choose 6 payments of $333. However, if you choose the full pay payment, you're going to notice that the difference is very little. But if you choose the full pay payment, you're going to receive a private Akashic record session from me, which is valued at $333 right now. So I know you have questions. So again, what I'm going to do, I am going to take the screen out and I'm going to check in with you. I know some of you are watching the replay. So let me see if I can just close this and what happens. And get the video back. There you go. So I know some of you may have questions. So I'm going to open the call now for those of you that are live here. And if you're watching the replay, I would love to invite you to send me an email. You can message us through our site, Akashic Records Institute. This replay is here on my site, so just look it up and click on contact so you can send us a message. I'll be happy to hop on the phone for you if you have questions about the training, about the program. And now I'm going to look into to see if there is any questions for those of you that are here live. So let me refresh. So if you're here live, let me know if you have questions. All right, there is a lot of questions here on the YouTube. You are so welcome, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed. You're so very welcome. Oh, Fido, so good to see you. And everyone that is here. Very cool. Fido was in my past class on the soul purpose. You're so welcome, PP. Hi, Audrey. Audrey said, Patricia had the most unbelievable experience. When I got to my third eye, so Audrey is talking about the Akashic clearing, right? So Audrey said, Patricia had the most unbelievable experience. When I got to my third eye, it was covered in symbols. Wow, that's awesome. And it was very hard to turn bright red. It almost peeled it open. Powerful, powerful. And I remember in the session, there was something that was coming through about, for everyone, like you receiving this information through symbols in that past memory that came through. Powerful, Audrey. And then Audrey said, then what came out was an amazing white, shining, beautiful sphere that covered my head and then moved it to a different level. It was almost scary. It was as powerful, where ball hovering. Oh, wow, that's awesome. So deep opening in your third eye. So I cannot wait to see what is going to come through for you from participating in this masterclass. That's so awesome. Thank you for sharing, Audrey. That's awesome. And Ana Paula said, just in case you weren't sure, as I am on YouTube, not logged on Facebook, I wanted to give Patricia a big thank you and share love light with our collective. Beautiful, Ana. Thank you so much for the love and for the share. That is so cool. Now I'm going to go back. So I was in the YouTube. So now I'm going to go back here to our the live thing. And let's see if there is any comments. So if you refresh the screen, you can just click on the button underneath the video, and there's a button say join the Akashic Record Certification Program. And you can do so by joining. And the only choice you have to make is if you decide to make in 6 payments, it's divided in 6 months. If you decided to do full pay, you get to receive a powerful Akashic Record session with me at any time during the program. I advise that you schedule this session at least after the 3rd week of the program, and we can work in different things. I can read your records if you have a particular question you have, or if you choose to have this session more towards the end of the program, we can actually have a branding session, a private session where I can help you how you can put it together, what you're learning, the Akashic Record Certification, and your particular niche, so you can be powerfully showing up your work, in alignment with your soul purpose. So this would be a very powerful way to take advantage of this session. So what questions you guys have? The time for the class right now, I already opened a Facebook group for the students that enrolled this year. So there are some students that are going to come back from past classes, which is going to be awesome. So the new students are going to have the experience to be exchanging sessions to some of the practitioners that are even already certified. So this is going to be powerful for the students that are repeating, and also going to be powerful for the new students because they're going to have this opportunity to receive powerful sessions as they are learning the ropes. And the more sessions you receive, the more easier it is for you to give sessions. And the more sessions you give, the easier it is for you to start collecting that data and become and trusting and feeling more and more confident at every single time of your session. So this is going to be an amazing opportunity. This is the first time that we are opening up for new old students. So we are playing with this time around, and I'm trusting that it's going to be very, very powerful. So when you join the program, the first model is going to be available next week. Our official first class is I'm still connecting with the students and deciding the right time. It seems that the classes are going to happen on Tuesday. So what we are doing, as soon as you join, you're going into the Facebook group and you vote on the best time for you. And the time that has the most votes, that is going to be when we're going to do the live mentorings. So, and the live Akashic clearings is also on Thursday. Having that said, it does not matter if you are... it does not matter if you are which you might call live or watching the replay, you can always submit your questions and ask the questions. And we have also a Facebook group, so I'm going to be very, very present in the Facebook group, answering your questions, maybe even doing Facebook Lives to answer questions when you cannot be there for the live. So it's going to be an honor to guide you on this journey. So please reach out if you have questions, and I'm looking forward to welcome you in the program. All right, so I don't see any more questions, so I'm going to close down now. And yes, I don't see any more questions, so I'm going to close down now. I want to respect your time. I promised it would be 90 minutes, and we are just 2 minutes over. So I want to respect your time. So have a beautiful end of the day for you, rest of the day for you. And do reach out if you have questions. And again, I'm happy to hop on the phone with you. We can just hop on Facebook and talk about how this would look like for you. I can help you, support you in checking in if this is the best decision for you at this moment. No strings attached. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.